So far what I've done is what I told you in the previous video. So I've added a filter to my atmosphere. So in this second part, my atmosphere is automated. So if I go to the beginning of the song, this filter is bypassed. So that's a bit bassy. When it gets to there's the automation. Look at that. There you go. It's bypassed. So here the filter is active and everything, all these frequencies are gone. So you can hear the kick and the bass a bit better. Wow. Now that I just added the very end of that effect over there just to fill it up a bit, like I told you I would do. And I recorded a new effect there. Which is got a bit of reverb, that's all. Now I'm working right here on our sample Apaches. I'm gonna try to make these a bit more interesting. Try to make my sample come back in this part, and what I'm doing right now is I chopped I chopped the sample only on when it says Apaches.
Apaches.
I chopped it, and I just selected this with a bit of fade in and fade out. Have to be careful to always do your fade ins and fade outs to avoid clipping. And what I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna try to use this as a percussive part for the song. And I selected this part, this pattern, nothing special about it really. Let me see the rest of the song there. Not really the best part to select it because it's filtered. Yeah, probably that would be better because I can listen to my percussion. So I'm gonna base myself on the percussion I've got. I'm gonna make this follow the percussion. So I'll repeat it a few times, make a percussive thing for it. And it probably show up later on the song. I'm also thinking of using I'm thinking of using a vocoder later on to turn that percussive part that I'm gonna do now into a more melodic part, following maybe our chords or our pads. Let's see what happens. Just gonna pause the video. So far I've done 2 bits for it, and let's see. First bit is here, where I just was. Very simple. I like to make it a little bit better, but what I've done is I just chopped up this sample, the Apache sample. If I go to offline process, this one I've normalized it, but some of them I've added pitch shift. There you go, pitch shift, just to change a little bit of its sound. And now I've just started working here on another one. which is the one that I'll probably use a vocoder to make it more melodic on the second bit. So if I have the habit to glue everything so it doesn't come out. So I can snap it. Oh. Now in this bit, audio, dissolve part. I take these two out. Stretch that one. Bigger fade out there. Now this is what I'm gonna use to apply vocoder to on this second part that you're listening to. As you can see, it's a more melodic part. Now let's use a vocoder. This can be a bit tricky, but if you pay attention, you'll get it in your brain. So I got my speech track with that sample. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna insert a vocoder. There we go. Vocoder inserted. And I'm gonna put MIDI and external so I can control it with MIDI. That's it. And now I have to create a MIDI track. Add a MIDI track. Call it vocoder. And its output will be here. If you go to the output, you'll find it that the channel speech is here with the inserted vocoder. So I'll select that. Now if I press a key in my keyboard, what happens is this. There you go. Just pressing keys randomly makes it musical. So obviously you can tweak it and spend hours on it. There you go. So what I want to do is use maybe our leads or our pads to modulate it. If I copy that and paste it on my vocoder, this is what happens. Now obviously we're gonna tweak it. And try different presets. So I'm gonna just tweak it and find something nice, and I'll be back in a bit.